Hello, Los Angeles Lakers fan. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates. First of all, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's crucial for you to stay informed with the news daily. Without further ado, let's get to the news. There's been an undercurrent of excitement and swirling rumor in the basketball world that feels like a storm building on the horizon. And at the center of it all are two names that have ignited conversations from coast to coast: Andrew Wiggins and Nick Claxton. Picture this for a moment. Whispers in hallways, inside sources casually dropping hints in locker rooms, and pundits on late-night shows nodding knowingly as they mention how the Los Angeles Lakers could be orchestrating something monumental. Imagine the Lakers' purple and gold swirling around Wiggins' smooth athleticism and Claxton's towering presence, creating a pairing that fuels both defense and offense in ways that get fans dreaming out loud. The rumor mill suggests that front offices have been locked in marathon talks, strategizing how to bring these two intriguing talents together under the Lakers banner, and the possibilities are electrifying. Fans on every platform, from Twitter threads to podcast roundtables, are running wild with theories about fit, impact, and chemistry. What if Wiggins' scoring versatility combined with Claxton's rim protection becomes the spark that reignites a championship flame that felt distant not too long ago? Every speculative whisper adds breadth and depth to a narrative that feels almost too sensational to be simple hearsay. Yet here we are, dissecting every hint with the intensity of a detective unraveling a mystery, because the potential of this pairing is that compelling. And as with all great rumors, the more people talk about it, the more it feels like something that might just leap from speculation into reality without warning. Beyond the surface excitement lies a deeper canvas of strategic intrigue. The Lakers, long known for their positioning in high-stakes basketball diplomacy, are being painted in these rumors as architects of not just a roster, but a bold new identity. Imagine the boardroom scenes where executives lean over tables, pointing at projected lineups, with Wiggins on the wing and Claxton patrolling the paint. The chatter among insiders goes beyond simple acquiescence to change. It suggests a calculated gamble where the Lakers aren't merely adding pieces, but recalibrating their entire competitive philosophy. Fans gush about how Wiggins' sinewy ability to glide past defenders could stretch defenses thin, while Claxton's explosive shot blocking could transform the Lakers' interior presence into a fortress few offenses could breach without fear. Critics and commentators alike wonder whether such moves are signaling a shift toward a more dynamic, electrifying Lakers identity, one that invokes both flair and grit. And as the rumor threads twist and intertwine, social media becomes a virtual coliseum of debate, rich with highlights, imagined lineups, and passionate fans defending every potential outcome. There's excitement about synergy, concern about chemistry, and endless projection about how these speculated additions might pop off in marquee matchups. It's the kind of vigorous conversation that keeps basketball fans awake at night, refreshing feeds with the hope of a new hint, a nugget of truth, a subtle leak that transforms speculation into confirmation. Every whisper fuels more imagination, and every imagined scenario brews its own flavor of anticipation and debate. Meanwhile, the narrative takes on an almost cinematic flair as voices in the community craft scenes of locker room, energy shifts, and morning shoot-around vibes. They speak of Wiggins walking into the Lakers facility, his confident stride and easy smile lighting up hallways, while Claxton, with his calm intensity, surveys the court as though already envisioning his defensive dominion. It doesn't matter whether these scenes exist in fact. What matters is that the idea feels so vibrant it practically has its own heartbeat. Podcasts animate these scenarios with rising soundtracks and soundbites from archived interviews that seem to mirror this possibility, even if they never explicitly confirm it. Fan art explodes with posters of Lakers jerseys emblazoned with Wiggins and Claxton names, rendered in dramatic purple and gold hues that evoke championship aspirations. The rumor isn't just about moves on a board. It's about the emotional landscape of fandom, where hope and skepticism wrestle in equal measure. Analysts throw in their educated guesses about spacing, play styles, and rotations, crafting layered arguments for why this rumored duo could be transformational. Others push back, cautioning that chemistry isn't something you can simply manufacture, that blending distinct personalities and styles takes more than just headline-grabbing acquisitions. Yet even the skeptics find themselves drawn into the conversation because the speculation is that compelling, like a story arc where every twist feels juicier than the last, and every uncertainty fans have only magnifies the intrigue. In this swirling mix of hope, doubt, and imagination, the Lakers rumor becomes more than buzz. It becomes a narrative heartbeat pulsing through every corner of the basketball conversation. At the same time, you can't ignore the economic chess game that these rumors ignite. What are the implications of potentially securing Wiggins and Claxton for the Lakers' payroll architecture? What ripple effects might it have on future drafts, on contract negotiations, on the delicate balance of star power and role-player support? Rumor analysts are painstakingly mapping out theoretical frameworks, calculating cap flexibility and the domino effects that could cascade across the league. Some argue that bringing these two into the Lakers' fold would be like adding twin pillars of strength, bolstering an already storied franchise with fresh vigor and untapped promise. Others insist that such a bold move could disrupt established rhythms, forcing adjustments that might take longer to coalesce than any fan desires. Yet all these conversations keep orbiting back to one central idea, that this rumor, though unconfirmed, has reshaped the narrative around the Lakers' future in a way that few speculations ever do. It's as though fans are collectively holding their breath, waiting to see if this dream pairing will light up highlight reels and pundit spotlights alike. Social feeds are plastered with imagined highlight clips, each iteration more dramatic than the last, envisioning alley-oops, stifling defensive stands, and clutch fourth-quarter heroics. And through it all, the rumor persists, not as a fleeting whisper, but as a persistent hum that courses through the bloodstream of basketball culture, urging fans to believe in the possibility of greatness reborn. So what does all of this mean for the Lakers fan base? It means excitement, yes, but also a kind of delicious anxiety that only the most tantalizing rumors can produce. Conversations that once revolved around stability and incremental growth have now pivoted to bold speculation about game-changing talent infusion. The idea that Wiggins and Claxton could be locked in as reinforcement has ignited imaginative debates about how they'll fit alongside legacy stars, how they'll integrate into locker room culture, and how their presence could elevate the entire squad's competitive fire. Some fans talk about this as a renaissance, a rekindling of a championship hunger that had seemed dormant. Others approach it with cautious optimism, acknowledging that even the best-laid plans can misfire if the pieces don't align seamlessly. Yet, despite the divergent viewpoints, there's an undeniable current of collective breath-holding, an emotional investment in the sheer possibility of transformation. The rumor has catalyzed fans to revisit every game tape, every interview, every stat line, searching for clues, correlations, and hidden signals that might lend credence to what feels like an unfolding saga. And in the absence of official confirmation, this speculation has become its own kind of spectacle, one that unites fans in hopeful suspense, creative projection, and unabashed excitement. The rumor isn't just a talking point. It's the heartbeat of countless conversations building toward what fans fervently hope will be a moment of revelation. Now consider the emotional impact ripple beyond the Lakers fan base. Across the league, supporters of rival teams are forced to reckon with the thought of Los Angeles potentially fortifying its roster in ways that disrupt perceived hierarchies. Conversations shift in sports bars, group chats, and online forums, where fans of every team weigh in on whether Wiggins' skill set might neutralize defensive schemes, or whether Claxton's interior presence could anchor a defense that suddenly becomes elite. Rival fan bases oscillate between envy and strategic analysis, plotting how their own teams might respond to such a formidable duo emerging in purple and gold. It becomes less about if this could happen and more about when and how it might alter the balance of power across the league. The rumor transforms into a topic that transcends fandom boundaries, provoking universal intrigue about the competitive landscape's next chapter. And as whispers of negotiation tables and clandestine discussions permeate every corner of basketball discourse, the line between rumor and reality blurs in ways that keep everyone talking, speculating, imagining. Because in the world of sports, sometimes the rumor is as powerful as the outcome it predicts. But let's step into the psychological current that this rumor generates, because what's happening isn't merely transactional speculation. It's an emotional crescendo. Imagine fans waking up each morning with renewed hope, scrolling through social feeds in search of subtle hints that might validate what feels like a dream scenario. Picture the heated debates in comment sections where Lakers supporters make impassioned cases for how Wiggins' scoring versatility could unlock dormant offensive potential, while Claxton's defensive aura could intimidate opponents before they even sniff the paint. These conversations aren't casual. They're layered with desire, skepticism, and a kind of collective, breathless anticipation that only the most compelling rumors can sustain. It's more than roster conjecture. It's a tapestry woven from hope, doubt, and imagination. One that transforms everyday fans into armchair analysts with fervent opinions and vivid mental projections. And through it all, this rumor circulates with a life of its own, constantly morphing as every new whisper infuses additional color and tension into the narrative. Meanwhile, there's a fascinating cultural shift happening in how fans interact with rumors. No longer satisfied with surface-level chatter, they're diving deep, dissecting quotes from Wiggins and Claxton that could, in retrospect, suggest openness to new opportunities. They're revisiting past press conferences, scrutinizing subtle body language, and reading into every aspirational soundbite with a near-detective-like intensity. Social feeds have become speculative arenas where clips are slowed down, captions reread, and textual analysis is deployed with fervor. In these virtual battlegrounds of conjecture, every fan becomes an expert in pattern recognition, piecing together fragments that might hint at an imminent Lakers transformation. Some believe they see hidden signals in Wiggins' glowing praise for adaptability and team-first mentality, while others interpret Claxton's comments about growth and challenge as breadcrumbs leading toward Los Angeles. Even indirect references to legacy, ambition, or competitive hunger are turned into narrative fuel, lighting up fan theories that defy the constraints of mere rumor and begin to feel almost prophetic. At the same time, critics wield caution like a banner, insisting that speculation without confirmation can lead fans down a path of disappointment. They argue that rumors are often delicious distractions, fantastical stories that excite but may never materialize. These voices point to past cases where expectations spiraled based on half-truths or misinterpretations and ended in nothing more than heated debates and dashed hopes. Yet, even critics find themselves begrudgingly drawn into these conversations, unable to resist analyzing every angle, nuance, and implication. Some go so far as to construct counter-scenarios, suggesting alternative moves the Lakers might make or reshuffling theoretical rosters to see how else they could maintain competitive edge. And so, even skepticism becomes a kind of engagement, a testament to how powerful and pervasive this rumor has become. What might have been a straightforward speculation blossoms into a full-blown cultural phenomenon where every voice contributes to an evolving tapestry of possibilities. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on. In the midst of all this, the Lakers organization remains an enigma. They offer no official word, no clarifying interview, just a silent posture that fuels further debate. Some insiders opine that this silence is strategic, a deliberate play to keep competitors guessing and fans talking. Others suggest that the lack of confirmation simply means nothing is finalized yet, and this rumor could fade into quiet obscurity as quickly as it emerged. But while the silence persists, the speculation thrives, growing richer and more textured each day. Every tweet, every podcast segment, every imagined highlight reel contributes to a narrative that feels alive, as though it has its own momentum independent of any official action. The rumor becomes less about a transaction and more about the art of possibility, the idea that something big might be coming, and that uncertainty alone can electrify an entire community. At the same time, imagine how this speculation impacts the players themselves. How must it feel for Wiggins to navigate media narratives that place him at the center of a lightning storm of expectation, admiration, and analysis? How does Claxton absorb the chatter that paints him as a linchpin in what could be a franchise-defining move? Even in speculation, the human dimension can't be ignored, for rumors cast shadows that reach deep into the personal realms of athletes' lives. Fans imagine these moments unfolding in their minds. Wiggins stepping onto a stage to address the buzz. Claxton fielding questions about his future with calm resolve, each measured word dissected for hidden meaning. It's a theater of emotion where every pause carries weight, every expression could hint at intent, and every non-committal answer fuels further curiosity. And as the rumor continues to spread, it becomes clear that this isn't just about two players or one team. It's about the collective experience of fans who crave something to believe in, something to get excited about, something that feels larger than a single game or season. The Wiggins-Claxton Lakers speculation has blossomed into a shared narrative that binds people together in conversation, imagination, and anticipation. Whether it ends in confirmation, denial, or quiet ambiguity remains unknown, but the journey itself has reshaped the dialogue around the Lakers and the broader basketball landscape. Every twist keeps fans engaged. Every hint, real or imagined, becomes fodder for passionate discussion, and every moment of silence becomes more intriguing than any official announcement could ever be. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.